How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the first official VXI stream of TEW 9. We did do I did do sort of a pseudo stream where I didn't really change much of anything yet during the demo, so you know, there was some stuff to kind of work out with that, but I got the demo stuff kind of figured out. But then once the game officially released, I did a lot of changing and modernizing the save from TEW 2020 to kind of more reflect 2024, and just kind of mostly certain wrestlers are put out of the business. Some wrestlers are put back into the business. A lot of schedules have been pretty much changed to the post-COVID standards, because a lot of the old schedules that I had to contend with made assumptions that there was a lot more shows going on than there really was, which is a boon to me, because with a lot of these other shows that in the game, people had put 10, 11 shows over the course of a month. It was not really how it really goes with a lot of these shows anymore. Like I said, it's down to more realistic standards, which actually finally puts some sort of gaps, for the most part, some sort of gaps in our schedule, so we can actually produce some shows, especially with May. Look at that. Yeah, we can actually produce some shows and have the people there who are supposed to be there. So I'm excited for that. Got most everything else pretty much taken care of, ready to go. I didn't do Inner Circle, and I think that's something I want to do right now. So we'll exclude. Well, I think we kind of know who our locker room leaders will be. We'll go ahead and do that. Talent relations. Do we need to have a talent relations person right now? I don't know. We'll figure that out. Senior road agent should probably be Kyoko. Chief enforcers. I think I'll keep that right now, as well as the morale officer. Senior referee, probably Mio. She's the best in our company. So they both take over locker room leader roles, as well as senior road agent, senior referee. And for head women's trainer, I think I was looking around, because she really doesn't doing much, I think, other than being a road agent. I think having Ayumi Kurihara would be good, and she does have that extra student to train, and I think usually that she needs to have some decent basics. She has like fundamental skills, which she does. She has very good fundamental skills. So yeah, I think that'll definitely help. So we'll make her the head women's trainer. And I think we'll be good for our inner circle at that point. I don't really want to slam everything, even like talent relations stuff, onto the two that we already have doing a couple jobs. So I think I'll pretty much keep it as that. Over to the Vertigo side. Inner circle wise, locker room leaders. Let's see here. I think Nakamura should be one, and Joe. I'm guessing Dan Severn could probably take a different role, but yeah, I think Nakamura and Joe. Getting some guys in there. Head of talent relations. Once again, I don't know if I really want to do that right now. Senior road agent should be Scott Armstrong. let's see. Enforcers. I think Dan Severn could be a good enforcer. That might be something. One of the toughest people in the locker room is professional. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll have Dan Severn be the chief enforcer. Senior referee will be Scott Armstrong. And then our men's trainer. 13-8. Shelly already comes out to me as somebody. Eddie Edwards. Actually, I should probably use, yeah, you know what? Maybe somebody that isn't going to be extra expensive. I'm thinking Joe Hennig, honestly. Because I think his, his selling's not great, but like basics and consistency, safety. Let me see. All right, what do they want out of the head trainer position? Let's see. Number of instructions. Okay, that's not helpful. They're not helping me with what that is. Yeah, you know what? I think Alex Shelley could probably do it. That's the thing, is that will cost me a lot of money because he'll have to be on every show, though, wouldn't it be? I would assume that's $1,200 a show, as compared to $160. I want to see what his skill set is. Basic selling. Yeah, he's got a strong skill set, except for toughness and resilience, as I can see by his body. All right. Yeah, we'll give it to Shelly. Why not? Shelly seems like he'd be the perfect guy for that anyway, so. I think then we're good because, yeah, we should have our TV show scheduled where I need it. My pay-per-view where it's needed. So I think we're good here because I think I did a lot of the contract stuff that I already wanted to do. And we got our shows, at least the next couple shows, set up there for the spring stage tour and then a live stage. So there we go. I do have a good solid plan for how many shows. I'm greatly increasing the shows, and I don't know if this is maybe a bad time to do it, but I'm increasing the amount of, I've decided I wanted to increase the amount of shows that we do, sort of. I mean, we've done quite a bit in the last couple months, but increasing the amount of shows that we'll generally do for our Joshi promotion. Takeover Los Angeles. Oh yeah, we're probably at WrestleMania weekend, aren't we? Race Rumsberg bonds with Adam Page. Hikaru Shida and Colt Cabana had an enormous bust up. Oh no. Is Colt Cabana banned from Collision? Is he banned from Collision now? Or is Hikaru Shida banned from Collision? Dragon Lee, Okada, loaned to ROH. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, the New Japan's still doing the Kurt Angle, the new senior road agent for Ring of Honor, Mike Kyoto, senior ref for Ring of Honor. Cesaro, chief enforcer, locker room leader, and new senior road agent for Regal. Let's give rolls and angles to fucking Christmas. Listen, you could say what you want about Joe Hennig. He's got a solid base to him. You might not think that he's all that great, but he's got a solid base to him. He can be a trainer. Men spent time trained The Rock for his big return a few years ago. He's done a good job with that. Timothy Thatcher versus Triple H. Ooh. Let's see. So yeah, a lot of stuff right now as positions are being filled. that's about it. Oh my God, this Joe Hendry guy signed a Ring of Honor. Not very popular, though. I don't think he'll get very popular. I don't think so. Nah. Brent Albright would be a ROH champ. How dare you? Are you talking that SmackDown blue chip prospect Brent Albright? Or what was it? What was he called in WWE? Wasn't he Gunner Scott? I think that's what it was. Are you talking about SmackDown blue chip prospect Gunner Scott? You know, if I was in charge of Ring of Honor, I probably would have done a main event push for Mike Mondo when he was there. That's who I would have picked. Like, bro, Brent Albright be ROH champ. No, it'd have been Mike Mondo. Before he like broke his leg or whatever it was. Drew Galloway gets divorced. WrestleMania 30. Which version of WrestleMania in Portland? Which version of WrestleMania 39 happened here? Let's see. What happened? WrestleMania goes Portland. Oof. Main event: Io Shirai beating Rhea Ripley to retain the Raw Women's title. Akira Tozawa in the main event, or in the WWE title match against the Fiend Bray Wyatt. Is Tozawa that popular? And it was like, that's crazy that Akira Tozawa got the main event against Bray Wyatt. Adam Cole defeated Pete Dunne, Seth Rollins, and Finn Balor for the Universal title. Are they changing? They didn't change a single belt, did they? To retain. The Bar defeated Breezango by DQ. Boy, that's some Vince booking right there, too. Hey, let's do a DQ title finish at WrestleMania. Let's get, we could give Breezango the big win at WrestleMania, or we're going to keep it on the Bar, but we don't want to have the loss, so we're just going to do a DQ at WrestleMania. At least they had that backstage segment with Rob Gronkowski. Drew Galloway gets divorced. An Impact show. Fandango and Lacey Evans. Oh, friendship. Okay. AJPW bad morale. Injury for Jake Lee. Didn't he just get legitimately hurt too? Like just a day or so ago. I mean, this is just a damaged neck. He's fine. But yeah, I was gonna say, didn't he just fuck up his leg or something in the last day? TJPW reached deal with BR Live. Is BR Live still a thing? Should I have like done away with that? Because I did change Fight to Triller, and I did the Triller thing. Is BR Live still a thing? I don't think I haven't heard anything about BR Live. Nobody's really, and no one hardly uses them though. AIW and GCW. I should just change this. If BR Live isn't a thing, I should change this to like IWTV. Okay, injury for Goldberg. Cracked tailbone. What, did he wrestle? I didn't see that. Did they have Goldberg wrestle at Mania? Murphy and Tyler Bate defeated Goldberg and Johnny Gargano. That's a match. And Goldberg broke his tailbone. Huh. All right. They will not affect the locker room. Yeah, that's all right. I mean, tonight's venue is Itabashi Green Hall. Yep. Finalized broadcasters. We're not broadcasting it. It's a pretty empty show. 52. Final mount stored is 22. That's good. Locker room incidents. Naru has turned up, requested she be allowed to hang out backstage. Sure, you can come hang out. Get some inspiration to make some new costumes. Passing on tips to psychology to Himawari, of course, and to psychology to Sakomiya. Nikon Lena, Yumi Kurihara getting along backstage. Pre-show training drills on basics and safety for 21 students, and there you go. Dress the locker room, bit of a team bonding experience. Whole lot of people seem to do fine with that. And there we go. All right. All right, let's see what we got here. Sorry, 1 second. All right. We'll drop that in here. So let's see. We got Namba. It's 4 minutes. This is the thing, honestly. I have to get used to this, but it's going to take me a little bit to get used to it, I think. This whole deal. But I think I can hammer it out. I've been doing okay at being able to hammer it out a little bit. This angle thing, it got me messed up for a while, but I think I'm pretty okay now. All right, so we're just trying to keep it at this point. We're just trying to keep it relatively cheap, relatively on the cheap, because we're doing just a tour house show basically. It's basically where we're at. Let's see here. We got a Raku victory. Right now, we'll open match it. Clean win. Book that segment. Here we go. Drop that in. We're going to go 2 minutes on that. In the ring, live, generic. Let's see here. Raku. Working the crowd. Ayano Irie is going to sell the match. And Harnaneko, who's in her group, we'll give her just a cameo. Well, we'll give her character development. Cameo. She's not really super necessary for it. There we go. All right. I'm feeling a little bit better about my abilities to zip through the segments here, especially considering I give absolutely no fucks about the output, because I mean, even if I do this for I basically have my own thing that I do with that anyway, so it doesn't matter to me. Miyakoko Army's out, so we gotta have Sakomiya cutting a promo. We got Chie cutting a promo. I do like the fact that it at least sticks the roll there, so if we got multiple people doing the same thing, we just boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Drop that there. Next match. Tag AI Princess Miyakoko Army. I did do a refreshing of a lot of the portraits and stuff too, at least on my end. Like a lot of them I didn't really change the regular ones, but at least on my end I changed them so they're at least a bit more updated now. We'll put now in there. We'll have Asako take the loss. Open match, but a clean win for them. Boom. Angle time. There's that. We got 3 minutes. Angle in the ring. Tyler doing what Rossi won't. Giving his waifu wins. Let's see here. Yuki Arai cutting a promo. Now cutting a promo. There we go. Next match. Oh, I need some local workers. I'm picking up a couple local workers here. There we go. There we go. Get our finisher. They got rolled up and lost to the JoJo Young Lion. Yeah, no shit. This is what you get for being sick. Stop being so sick and hurt all the time. Chi-Chi. Kizuna. Let's see how well they do. We'll see how they go here. Obviously going to take the loss, though. We'll give Hina the victory here. Open match. We'll give them a back and forth, but yeah, they're still going to end up losing. We got 2 minutes on that. Generic. Let's see. Arisu. Cutting a promo. Three-way dance with Arisu and Himawari and Mio. And we're going to go 13 minutes, 16 total. And yeah, Mio going to get the victory. This wasn't, by the way, what's going to come up here wasn't in 2020, was it? I don't think it was. I never saw it here. And that's the eliminations. I don't know if they ever talked about that. The fact that you can now specify who's going to be the first one eliminated in like an elimination match. I don't know if that was ever, I don't know if, pretty sure that wasn't in 2020. Let's see. 2. Generic. Mio Momono. We'll do character development. Character development is let me see what they call it. Entertainment abilities, charisma, microphone. Yeah, that's basically what we're doing, because cutting a promo is just really straight microphone. But we also want to use her charisma. And I think character development is kind of the catch-all entertainment term, I think, for from 2020. So we'll probably make sure to do that. And it is, I guess, character development. So Asahi and Ram. It goes 16, 18 total. Asahi getting the win. Open, clean win. I think that's pretty much everything there. Boom. That is very yellow. And then generic, Asahi, character development, send the crowd home happy. Send them off, end the show. 85 minutes, 12 official segments. And I think we're good. Everything else should be fine. Himawari is slightly overused. That's fine. All right. I think we got away with it fairly cheap. $16.75. What does my show cost say for Itabashi? At a budget tour of with merch, $22.75. All right, there you go. A profit on the show. I don't think that'll be happening in the next couple shows that we do. Certainly won't be happening in our men's promotion, but we'll make a little bit of money. Okay, we are here for the first show on the road to Shining Stage at the end of May. But we are here Monday, April 3rd for the IdolPro Spring Stage Tour. This is kind of one of the lesser shows that we're doing. We're sprinkling in a few of those throughout the month besides our big live stage shows that we do, the full big 2-hour shows. We'll be sprinkling in these 80 to 90 minute tour shows. And here we're at Itabashi Green Hall. We are sold out, but we open it up here with Sairi Namba running down the card for the night, including Asahi versus Ram Kaicho for the main event. I also see now that maybe I should copy paste the output so that I can actually see that without. I mean, I can look over and see what I wrote on my sheet there, but all right. Good to know that I'm also probably going to have to put an output there so I can see what it was. Our opening matchup. I'm not going to use the output. Well, what it is, I'm just going to copy paste what I put in the title in the output just so I can see what it is. So it's not like I'm going to be typing out a soliloquy on it, you know. Yeah. And the output speaking, hey, your segment sucked. Fuck you. Our opening matchup, Raku versus Revolution's, or not Revolution, Jesus Christ. But Ayano Irie. Revelation's Ayano Irie goes 6.5 minutes. Brainstorm Chop takes down Ayano, and Raku gets the win. And a solid little win for Raku. And Haruna tends to Ayano in that afterwards as Raku celebrates her win and heads to the back. Superb weather getting out of script. Okay. Say the dirt sheets. Okay, all that. Yeah. Crowd heated and hot. I wonder how much this is. I've never really thought too much about it, but we'll see how well this means. Oh my God, an awful. Asako and Chie are out and they're talking about Revelation now that they're gone. And they look forward in the fights that they've been having with them. But Miyako Matsumoto will be at the next live stage in a week. And they're excited to join her for the show next week. But they will be in action right now against the AI Princess. And just over 9.5 minutes. Now Ishikawa ends up getting a submission on Asako Miya, forces her to tap out, and not the greatest. I mean, the crowd was white hot for it, but the ratings were very iffy. Nonetheless, AI Princess get the win. Now and Yuki celebrate that, and then of course they're going to greet the crowd, thank them for their support, and claim that they want to start working towards and challenging for the Twin Spirit titles. I don't know if they've had a tag title match. I don't believe they've had that yet. They've had, I think, a couple of. I want to say they were involved in the match to determine contenders recently, but they haven't gotten to that point, and they're hoping to have enough success to turn that around. That takes us to JK Fallen Stars, taking on a couple of outside the company people in Chi-Chi and Kizuna Tanaka. Not a great match, but somehow better than what we just saw. A little over 9.5 minutes when Hina this time submits Kizuna Tanaka. Chi-Chi barely able to hang on. Seemed off her game, but they showed chemistry teaming together. That's something I might want to remember. Chi-Chi and Kizuna Tanaka. That is an interesting team, and they got excellent chemistry teaming together. That could mean something. We'll see. We get a Risu Endo. She's going to be in action here in a 3-way dance. But before the match, she thanks the crowd for their support during the Golden Spirit Grand Prix. And, of course, the support in her Fighting Spirit title match Not too happy that she came up short, but once again, thanks the crowd for their support and hopes that they continue to support her. And we get to our next match. Three-way dance, Arisu Endo, Himawari, and Mio Momono. And in 13-19, Mio gets the victory. Himawari going out first. Arisu doing her best to try to get the better of Mio Momono, but just was not able to get that. And Mio takes the win and carries the both of them to a pretty decent match. But yeah, nonetheless, Mio gets the win, grabs the mic, thanks everybody for their support as well, and announces that she's been hurt for a while. And that is one of the big reasons why she fell short even just a couple of months ago in the Fighting Spirit title tournament. But now she is back. She is 100%. And she is moving her focus towards the Fighting Spirit Championship. And we move on to our main event. One half of the JD Lioness's Asahi taking on one half of the Pineapple Banshees. And Asahi in just under 16 minutes. A good match between the both of them. Didn't seem to click, though. Decent match, but Asahi ends up getting the win in the main event as Ram walks off Asahi after the match. Thanks, crowd. Happy for her win. Announces that she and Hanan want to get back into the tag title hunt and try to challenge for the Twin Spirit Championships once again. And that will end the show. Finish the show. Didn't result in any popularity changes. It did appear worse because I did start putting in the production values as affecting our rating, which means I'm going to have to really start crunching numbers to not spend too much money, because I think I could probably at least upgrade a couple of these, but like live event experience is going to be the big one because that's like $2,500 a show. But like some of these other ones are like an extra $400 a show. I mean, we are putting out a fair amount of shows, but we'll see. We did make some money, $1,200 out of all that. Our little shoestring budget show, we did manage to turn a profit. So that's good for us. I mean, an extra $1,200. That's everything we could use right now. All right. Ooh, some stuff happened. We got a couple of contract negotiations to work on. We'll just do that signing real quick. Yep, we hired Chi-Chi for a night. Let's see. Retirement for Tony Schiavone, leaving the business. I guess I wonder what would have happened if I decided to hire Tony, if he would have decided to leave or not. Because he was someone I was looking at. I think him and like Nigel McGuinness were two guys I was looking at for my booth. Bray Wyatt versus Drew McIntyre storyline. Adam Cole versus Daniel Bryan storyline. Ember Moon, Kalisto, Ali Theory. Fandango, Broken Fingers. The Cell. Arisa Nakajima, Arisu Endo, Sina Shiori, and Ayano Irie in AWG forming The Cell. Let me see. Arisa Nakajima, Arisu Endo. That's an interesting combination. Sina Shiori kind of fits in with the Arisu Endo thing. And then Ayano Irie kind of fits in with Arisa Nakajima. But yeah, that's an interesting one. Got a pregnancy for... God damn, I don't remember her WWE name. Is she still Valhalla? Is she? Oh no, she's working in AAA. I forget what she was. Sarah, wasn't it Sarah something? Ugh. Sorry, I cannot remember. We need to get to Friday because that is our TV tapings. Slight change of scheduling on the TV tapings, by the way. We're only doing 2 weeks at a time now. So we'll see how well that works out. I think breaking up the TV tapings throughout the month, because I think I talked about that last time. The idea of breaking up the TV tapings throughout the month being a possibility, and I think it'll help out. Masato Tanaka, chief enforcer in DDT. Naruki Doi, a locker room leader. Seedling, Mima Shimoda, Kaoru. Interesting. We got another. Oh God, here we go. See, this is the one downside is since they no longer have the button is still there. Like the space where the button should still be is still there for the user skills. But now I don't have those skills anymore that was keeping my costs down on talent. So now everyone's going to want a goddamn pay rise. 80 to 160. I'll give you 75%. 110 to 170. That's 60. I'll give you 75. 30 to 90. I'll give you 75. 30 to 100. I'll give you 75. How about 82? How does that sound? And we'll talk about this again when I've got some money. Everyone coming in and wanting their damn... Oh, yeah, I did move NXT to Tuesdays. That was something I forgot, too. Make sure that the days were on the more realistic end, that we weren't doing Dynamite versus NXT every week again. Ah! Well, there you go. He got, looks like he got himself a job. Who is he? Who is a, he's got a hatred of Triple H and Stephanie McMahon. Still in this version. Isn't it being run by? Who's running WWE? Oh, it's still Vince. Okay. But, like, Triple H is still there. Stephanie McMahon is still there. Huh. That should go well. By the way, when I did the test version of this to fill out my cards, he went to AEW. So this is slightly different than what it was, than what I had already seen. Colt Cabana has taken Dominic Mysterio under his wing in the AEW locker room. Angelico and Taz have a tension between each other. Danny Jones quits Rev Pro. Mad Kurt Bobby Tyler been bonding. Jake Lee is recovering. Eddie Kingston, enormous bust up with Stormy Lee. WWE hire Rosemary. Is she going to be on NXT? He's going to whine a bit. I was only going to get better coming back to the place that made me sick in the first place. Orange Cassidy wows fans. Oh, at PWG. I feel like I should have, I probably should have changed PWG. Yeah, I know. She was in NXT, but PWG hasn't ran a show in like a year and a half, haven't they? Now that I think about it, PWG hasn't really been around. When was the last time they ran a show? To 2000. Oh, it says 2023. Did they actually just straight up close? Yeah, it says 2023. So they straight up closed PWG? I never heard of I heard they were maybe on a hiatus or dormant. Okay, because it says active time 2023. Maybe it's just the hiatus, but yeah, I know they haven't ran shows in a while, I don't think, right? Yeah. October of last year. Then again, I know someone was mentioning that where it was like, well, technically, if you think about it, Globe Theater probably is a bit more expensive than the Legion Hall, number one. And then number two, I mean, you look at PWG now. You look at like the last PWG show. It's like, okay, AEW guy. What is he? CMLL guy. AEW guy, Rev Pro guy, AEW, TNA. Yeah, it's gonna make things a lot harder, I feel like, because PWG is basically like AEW kind of took a lot of the PWG guys. A lot of the Japanese talent are probably going to work over there instead. Maybe GCW. It's very difficult, I think, at this point to make PWG feel special. They absolutely could, but yeah. Complete all those. Oh, I guess there was other stuff too. Let's see here. Not much going on here. New tag team in AWG. Rin Katakura and Riko Kawabata. Natsumi Maki and Fighting Matsumoto. Why am I blanking on Fighting Matsumoto? Oh. I haven't heard her being called that before. Oh, that'd be an annoying ass team. Itsuki Hoshino and Tai Hanma. WWE hire Allison Kay. Itsuki Hoshino and Tai Hanma won the AWG tag belts. Tsukushi became the national champion. Do they have an AWG championship? An official AWG champion? Hanako Nakamori. Interesting. Oh my goodness. Taking a while. Taking its time now. It's the one pain in the ass here. Attention, BJ Whitmer. Oh, probably should have done something about BJ Whitmer. Ugh. Senior road agent Jerry Lynn, Bryce Remsburg, senior referee. Chris Jericho gains power within AEW. No shit. Let's see here. AJPW fight. I feel like he's left everywhere and he's been getting fired from the other couple places. Chris Hero's got a storyline with Aaron Stevens and NWA. That's an interesting pair of people in NWA. Bea Priestley agrees to deal with WWE. Shocking. Signed away from AEW and Stardom. Chris Statlander got signed by WWE. Interesting. MLW bad morale. Yeah, that sounds about right. Priscilla Kelly. Shocking. I do like how, for the most part, they kind of did end up like, even the AI versions did end up signing people that you know they actually did sign in real life. Chael Sonnen agrees to a Defy. There we go. There we go. This just shows how many fumbled bags you have. What do you mean fumbled bags? What, to sign Bea Priestley? Yeah, we're not gonna do the night off deal. Gonna do our usual arena that we've got now. Booking team meeting is fine. We're gonna have 40 total locker room incidents. Apocalypse is turned up. Sure, whatever. JJ Garrett is being some talk. Okay, he's the talk backstage about how much JJ Garrett is being influenced by Anthony Mayweather, having begun acting in a similar way. Interesting. That's a new one. Preston Vance came to you backstage with an idea for enhancing his character. It's automatically been stored in the creative ideas. Alex Shelley did drills for 13 students. And a bunch of other stuff. All right. Oh, fumbled bags for like other people, probably. Maybe. I am surprised that they didn't sign Bea Priestley. Maybe they just, like, AEW didn't, considering how much they utilized her in like the first year. And then, well, wasn't the big reason like she was going to be in NXT UK because she had to go home and NXT UK was a thing. So she was like, well, I could still work at least at that point. And then it just moved into her just straight up working for WWE. Let's see here. Yep, AR Fox, subject of video. Yeah, we'll change that. Don't worry. Who else was a part of that? I think it was Anthony Mayweather. We'll have him off screen because I don't want to pay it. And yeah, who else was it? Shelley? I think Shelley. I think that was the three-way. Pre-taped video. Outside broadcast. I think. There we go. Nothing happened with that, right? Okay. Opening match. Manders, Palmer. We got a 10-minute match or 8-minute match, 10 minutes total. Manders. Open. Clean. Done. Drop that in. Let's see here. There we go. JT Dunn's gonna come out, cut a promo. Manders is still out there. I guess non-speaking appearance. And I think we're good there. Next match. Let's see. Ryan Davidson. Filipino Grigio. Can't believe Veda Scott got 9 on PWA Best Commentators. Did she really? I feel like I didn't see that. I thought it was like Chris Charlton got like 9. I feel like she wasn't. I feel like I saw the top 10 and she wasn't listed. I want to say I thought Chris Charlton got 9 because I'm pretty sure he was excited about his spot. Because it was like Cole, Excalibur, Riccaboni. I can't remember a lot of the other ones. I think Corey Graves was there. Tom Hannafin was there. Unless they did something specific for like, well, it wouldn't be anything specific for. Oh no! Oh, was it color or something like that? Maybe I was specifically thinking of play-by-play, or was it just overall? Has to be overall, yeah. Was it like color commentary? She doesn't. Yeah, she kind of does. Yeah, she mostly does color, I think. Who was below her at 10? I want to know. I want to know who was 10. I want to know who was 10. Well, listen, she's not awful, but Shit, not even Kitsune uses her anymore. So she might not be cheap anymore either. Mm-mm-mm. 3 minutes, Angle Live, generic. We've got Drew Parker coming in. Let's see here. We'll do character development. Ryan Davidson will also do character development. There you go. I think we're good. Next bit. Throw an angle in there and there. 1 minute. We do a pre-tape video. Outside broadcast of Ty-Ray. Cutting a promo. Boom. All right. 6-person. We've got Caesar. We've got Eric Cannon on that side. So we've got Neo Body guys there. We've got the throwbacks there. Boom. And we go 11 minutes total on that. And I think we'll give Preston Vance we'll give Jesse Goddard's the win. And JJ will take the loss. Open match. Clean. Yeah, for now. All right. Yeah, we want him to have a little bit there. Let's see here. That 3 minutes. Outside broadcast video, pre-taped, generic with Anthony Bowens. Let me see here. Yeah, character development and Max Caster. Character development. I forgot I can actually look at their skills and stuff right here. I like that. Actually, I think cutting a promo would probably be what I think it should be. We'll have them be cutting a promo here. Here's that. All right, that's 8. We've got 3 more segments. We got 2 minutes. Backstage, Angle, Live, generic. Nick Dinsmore, character development. Cutting a promo. Not comic relief. Cutting a promo. Book that segment. Nope. Main event. Oh boy, I think this is gonna make you mad, Ramen. Maybe. I don't know. A 14-minute main event. We got whoops, that's not what I wanted. Heath taking the win, so Heath and Hennig getting the win there. Open match. Clean win. Not a good commentator. I was gonna say she's okay, but yeah, I don't consider her good. I know there's a lot of people who are like, "Oh my God, why is she not on TV?" And it's like, I can't find a good place where she would actually be on TV. Who would you take out and put her on TV instead? Maybe if Josh Matthews was still around. But, like, I mean, when you look at the TV commentators right now, who would you take out? I can't think of anybody right now. Let's see here. In the ring, angle, generic. I forgot about the last bit here. But we've got Taylor Wyndham. We've got Joe Hennig character development. We've got Heath character development. Book that segment. I forgot. This was not going to just be a straight up win. This is going to be tainted. Outside interference on one of the Tate brothers by Wyndham. Boom. Sticking with TEW. I get it. You know what the big thing is that really tipped me over the edge on this was the real calendar and all that stuff. A lot of the backstage stuff I kind of like too. I'm getting pretty used to the backstage stuff and I like it. But yeah, that real calendar is really a tip over the edge right there for me. I like it way too much. I like having an actual firm date way too much. I think we're good. 62 minutes. Where did I screw up here? 210-2-8, 210-2. Oh, right there. There we go. 60 minutes. Everything's good. Everything's good. All right. Okay, we are here at the Broadlawns Arena for our first episode of the month for Vertigo Attack, episode number 61. And we're going to open it up with a recap video from last week's attack that featured the three-way dance for the interim Vertigo World Championship between AR Fox, Alex Shelley, and Anthony Mayweather, which, of course, AR Fox came out victorious in and is the interim Vertigo World Champion. And he is not here this week, but he will be here next week for an official championship ceremony. We got our opening contest, One Called Manders taking on pro wrestling monster hunter Matthew Palmer, who even in real life is not doing this gimmick anymore. But a little over 7.5 minutes. One Called Manders gets the Western Lariat, hits it on Palmer, and takes the win there. And great chemistry between them. That makes sense. But yeah, decent enough match between the both of them. I like that. I figured that might go a little bit worse than it actually did, but it actually went quite well. With that, though, JT Dunn has been attacking and calling out a lot of different people over the last few weeks, and One Called Manders is not immune to that, as JT Dunn talks about the hype that One Called Manders has been getting, and believes that with the run that he's been on the last few months, really, is that hype should be going to himself. He hasn't been successful in getting himself a title match, but there should be a lot of hype going to him that's going to guys like Manders and like guys like Casanova and guys like Parker, and he's not too fond of it. In a terrible match, kill this white hot crowd. Ryan Davidson for a match against Filipino Grigio went about as well as one would assume. 6.5 minutes. And Davidson has a frog splash on Grigio. They didn't really click, but Ryan Davidson gets the win. And as he's celebrating, his arms come up in the air. Drew Parker, who he attacked a few weeks ago, comes into the ring. Looks like he's getting ready to attack Davidson, but instead waits for Davidson to turn around. He's got 2 kendo sticks in his hand. He actually manages to toss one to Davidson and just starts looking at him. challenging him to start swinging on him and start going. Looks like Drew Parker's ready for a fight, even a hardcore fight. And Davidson kind of looks at it. He starts laughing at him, and he feels that he's not gonna deal with him right now. So he ends up throwing the stick down and leaving, as Drew Parker demands he gets back in here and fight him. But it looked like Parker was trying to get him head on, and Davidson said, "Not today." We get a pre-tape vignette of Ty Ray walking around town with the Heritage Championship, and then in a local gym while he's training, and calls out Eddie Edwards, who of course made a challenge 2 weeks ago to Ty Ray about being a fighting champion and challenging for his Heritage title. And Ty Ray knows that Eddie Edwards is a former multi-time world champion. He's definitely a solid competitor, and it'll be one of the biggest challenges he's had to face in his career, but he looks forward to it and wants to fight Eddie Edwards for his title. Wow. Ty Ray did not do well without a script to follow, even with pre-taping allowing multiple takes. That's also something new. I like that. That sucks for Ty Ray, but it's kind of fun. Yeah, subpar wrestling, as one would assume from the people in the ring. It goes about 7.5 minutes. We get the Neo Body guys, all 3 Neo Body guys out versus all 3 of the throwbacks. But Jesse Goddard ends up hitting the stunner on JJ Garrett to get the win for the Neo Body guys. And he was actually the best performing guy out there besides Preston Vance. Everyone else they did okay, but yeah, the whole throwback side really somehow got carried through that. Somehow 20-year veteran Eric Cannon got carried through this match by Jesse Goddard. That's something. But we go to afterwards, as they're celebrating, we get a pre-tape promo from the Acclaimed, who they insult the Neo Body guys and throw some insults, and they say, we decided that we're gonna that we have made a diss track on you, and then they spend the next couple minutes airing a diss track that they created specifically insulting the Neo Body guys. And that is that. And we get to the back to Nick Dinsmore's office, and he has decided that next week on Attack, we're going to be getting a 3-way dance for the #1 contendership to the Vertigo tag titles. We've been spending the last few weeks determining potential challengers for Tankman and Lamar's tag belts. Tankman and Lamar have been asking him about it, and next week we will have it. We will have the End, who have been on a win streak there, the Rascals, and then the winner of tonight's main event between Heath and Joe Hennig and the Tate twins. So the End and the Rascals will be a part of it, and then whoever wins tonight's main event coming right up next. And with that, we get Heath and Hennig versus the Tate twins. Very hot, decent match, just under 14 minutes. Looked like the Tate twins were going to be successful, but it was not to be, as Taylor Wyndham, of all people, came into the ring and laid out one of the brothers. That allowed Heath to recover, hit the sweetness on another one, and get the pin on Brandon Tate. And Heath and Joe Hennig move on to the 3-way dance next week. And with that, Taylor Wyndham kind of looking around at Heath and Joe Hennig, and there's just a lot of seemingly a lot of silence between the three in the ring. And then after that, Heath extends his hand to Taylor Wyndham. Wyndham looks a little surprised by that, but ends up shaking his hand, and then he ends up shaking Joe Hennig's hand. And that is how we end the show, with Heath, Joe Hennig, and Taylor Wyndham standing tall in the middle of the ring. There we go. Increased our popularity for that show. And now we get to taping number 2. No locker room incidents between shows. That's good. Solid, solid. All right. Let's see here. How many shows am I devoting myself to? I think it's 5 officially. So, I mean, we're running pretty good on time, I think. Let's see. Video pre-taped. Outside broadcast. Let's do. Let's see. Oh, we are doing AR Fox cutting a promo. And then, I mean, we could hype up. Let's see. Off camera or off screen is Heath. Off screen's Joe Hennig. Odinson and Pero are off screen, and then the Rascals. So Zachary Wentz and Desmond Xavier. Boom. Throw that in there. Here we go. Opening match. What do we got here? We've got JT Dunn and Shun Makatsumata. And we got 10 minutes on that. Got JT Dunn getting the victory on that. Open match. Clean win. There we go. And throw in another angle. The next one there. We're looking at 2 minutes. That first one was 1 minute, right? Okay, good. In the ring, angle live, generic. Looks like JT Dunn talking. Anything else? Nope. He'll talk about people, but that's about it. There we go. God, we did 3 matches. Big match coming up. Sort of, at least big match for us. Former World Champion Anthony Mayweather versus former Heritage Champ Matt Cardona. Cardona. Open. Clean, I guess. I mean, I didn't put cheating, but you know what? We'll do a flash pinfall. Yeah, I think we can roll with that. Drop an angle in there. We got 2 minutes. Let me see here. Cardona. Okay, so it looks like he's cutting a promo. So, generic. And Matt Cardona. Character development. Boom. Let me look at Cardona. I assume he has the charisma skills. Yeah, he has the charisma and the mic skills, of course. Just wanted to make sure. Oh, you know what? He's calling out Nakamura, so we should do that. Shinsuke Nakamura. Off screen, of course, because we're not paying for Nakamura. At least not here. Already paying an ungodly amount. I'm playing Hard Time 3. Yeah, I saw that. I don't think I've ever... I think I might have played like the first one a while back, but I haven't ever really... I haven't really ever done anything with it. The stream would be money. Yeah, I'll have to think about it. Let's see. Cameo appearance, character development. Should we use his intimidation? His intimidation's not on here? Like, I think intimidation should be... Let me look at this. Menace and popularity. Oh, no, his menace is on here. I'm a dummy. I was like, it should be on there. we go. There's that. Main event. It's on Steam, right? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure Hard Time is on Steam. I feel like I saw it. Let's see here. Yeah, there we go. $11.99.
Gaming has more than one crime family.
Gaming has more than one crime family. What the fuck? I know. I'm spending my money generally on bullshit anyway, so what's $12 on this? But I'll have to think about it. Let's see. We've got The End, we've got Heath and Hennig, and we've got the Rascals. There we go. 19 minutes total. Although you've been playing it on mobile, haven't you? I think I saw the on-screen buttons like one would if you were playing on a phone. Let's see. Open match. Clean win. First elimination. We'll make it Hennig. Second elimination will be Xavier. Getting on Switch soon, though. Okay. Zachary Wentz is very unhappy. I think I just talked to him, right? Hey. I'd like you consider putting somebody over, specifically Odinson. Odinson's much further down the pecking order than me. Fine. Fine. Keep you strong. Desmond's not bitching. Desmond didn't bitch. Let's see. 2 minutes. Let's see. In the ring angle. I'm not going to guess. Not a 5x3. 53x3 picture of a Joshi that costs $45. Listen, the 5 bikini portraits, the 5 swimsuit portraits I bought of Yuri are worth every dollar. And I'm getting an extra item. It might be a Checky because of it. I'm paying $4 or $5. I want to see some manual. Wow. Let's see here. Let's see. Intimidation for Odinson. Intimidation for Pero. Intimidation for Tankman. Trey Lamar does not have that intimidation, so I could do work in the crowd. Character development. We'll do character development. There you go. All right. Angle. Drop it in. Drop it in. 6 minutes. Angle live. Generic. AR Fox character development. Background players for Brant and Brandon Tate. And I think we're good. All right. And last but not least, last segment. Drop her in 2 minutes. There should be 58 on the clock. All right, cool. The Tates are not 200 pounds. Yeah, I know. I didn't. I think it just took whatever was on the. It just did like the 1-to-1. If they're this size, then they're this. Yeah, they're obviously probably like 170, 180. Can't wait till you're done with them. Hey, listen, they sue you. I was just about to say, hey, I flew them from Nashville. Do we have any direct flights from Des Moines to Nashville? Is that why they're fine with us? Is that I'm sure there's I don't know if there's any. Browser needs a boost. Go fuck yourself. It was Nashville that they were flying out of, right? Or was it Memphis? Memphis. I can't remember which one it was that they had to go. All right, listen. I can go from Des Moines to Nashville round trip for $86. Is this Spirit? Allegiant. That makes sense. Non-stop. Look at that. Can I do that from Memphis? They got Memphis that does that as well. That's a one-stopper. I forget. Were they flying out of Nashville or Memphis? Because if they're flying out of Nashville, that's why. I just stick them on an Allegiant flight. I stick them on a cheap-ass Allegiant flight. Pay for them to check their bags. And bring them in. Yeah, I got to do the game editor stuff because it makes the Joshi weights off too. I did notice that. Angle Live Series. Let me see here. So Nick Dinsmore gonna do his thing. AR Fox gonna do his thing. And Mike Bailey is off screen. But he'll be a part of it. You had to make things more realistic, give certain talents traits they should have. I did do that. Along with editing schedules and TV. Editing some minor TV stuff and schedules and all that. I did give certain people like the ability, like for Christian Cage and I think Adam Copeland as well. I gave him like the ages. Probably not should for Adam Copeland. The whole age is only a number thing, so that they can still wrestle, considering they're still wrestling. Downloaded Dolphin on mobile, playing all the WWE GameCube games. WrestleMania 19 Revenge. Dude, that was such a pain in my ass when I was a teenager. Playing that shit was such a pain in my ass when I was a teenager. God damn. Day of Reckoning had its moments too. Day of Reckoning 1 was all right. 2 was I remember there was like one match in Day of Reckoning that was a real bitch and a half. And I think Day of Reckoning 2 had a couple of moments as well. I want to say Day of Reckoning 1, specifically like a cage match, was just a real it was just a hell of a thing. And yeah, WrestleMania Revenge. Trying to remember which versions I really hated. I think it was the Harbor, the one where you the one where you're like on the boat basically, and you gotta swing off that. That was so fucking awful. That, oh my god! I remember as a kid, I hated that one. I liked playing it with friends because it was a fun little thing, but actually doing it in the stupid revenge mode where you got to climb up the pole and then swing into no man's land and hopefully grab the belt was just awful. Absolutely terrible. Save that. Brazil, Wilbur Snyder wrestled into their 60s, and again, they did a low impact style. Yeah. I feel like this game doesn't do a tremendous job of that, but last mall mission with the car. Oh, the last mall mission with the car sucked too. That was awful. Yeah, I remember losing that one a lot as well. I think it was only after beating my head against it enough times that I actually finally win the damn thing. That was the way it was with like Def Jam Vendetta too. Def Jam Vendetta was another one that had some extra difficult missions, especially towards the end. Awful. I remember the 3-on-1 match towards the end of Vendetta. That was a pain in my ass. All right. As we're talking about this, I should probably do this. 60 minutes, we're good. All right, we are here for Vertigo Attack episode number 62, the second of 2 tapings. And we have this 242 people. I mean, that's less than what we had in 20, but they definitely changed some of the numbers around. Nonetheless, show opens hyping up the main event. We got the 3 teams. We got the Rascals, The End, and Heath and Hennig in the main event to determine the number 1 contenders for the Vertigo Tag titles. AR Fox has a quick showing addressing his interim title win. But he has a lot more to say later on tonight for his championship ceremony. Opening contest for the night, JT Dunn taking on Shunma Katsumata. Just over 7.5 minutes. Death by elbow to Katsumata. And it is over as Dunn gets the win. Great chemistry between them. That was solid. Very solid match, honestly, between both of them. And there you go. JT Dunn, of course, afterwards grabs a mic and once again reiterates what he said last week, that he's calling out a whole lot of people and he's running through anybody who he feels has wrongly gotten the momentum and the hype that he should have gotten, especially after his match with Dinsmore in December. He feels that there was a lot more he should have been able to get, and none of the hype has been around him, and he's looking to change that as soon as possible. So you will not see the last of him as far as his going after people who have hype. We get a big match. The former Vertigo World Champion Anthony Mayweather taking on former Heritage Champion Matt Cardona. These guys go a little over 13 minutes. Looks like Anthony Mayweather may have been able to get it done, but tries to hit a spear, misses it. Cardona ends up getting him in a roll-up and a surprising 3. And Matt Cardona gets the win over the former world champion. And with that, Mayweather argues a bit with the referee, but heads to the back as Cardona grabs a mic. And he has a bone to pick with Shinsuke Nakamura, as Nakamura's only been around for, only about a little over a month or so now. He's only had a couple of appearances, and a lot of people are excited for him being here and excited for him potentially challenging for the Vertigo World title. Well, Cardona's been here for a while now. He's a former Heritage Champion, and he's not too happy with Nakamura trying to step ahead of him in the line, as Cardona is aiming to grab the world title and, of course, not have to be here as world champion. But he wants to settle that next week. He wants a face-to-face with Shinsuke Nakamura, and looks like he'll be getting that next week on Attack. Cardona and Shinsuke Nakamura a face-to-face. We get to our main event. Calvin Tankman and Trey Lamar, the tag champions, coming down with their belts, and they climb over the barricades real quick to take a seat in the front row in the corner to observe the main event, as they will be finding out who are their challengers for Crackdown. And we get to our main event. It goes nearly 15.5 minutes. The end. Heath and Hennig versus the Rascals in the 3-way. Heath and Hennig, the first one's eliminated, and then it comes down to the Rascals and the End, and eventually the End get the better of the Rascals and take the win. And with that, I'm gonna finally do my first little piece of pre-booking in this game. So at Crackdown on the 28th, I could finally say actual dates. See, this is one of the things that it's like, I get it, but man, I like the idea. I could say April 28th, Vertigo Crackdown. At Crackdown, we will have the titles on the line. Tankman and Lamar taking on The End. The guys that they beat, we're going to have that once again. There we go. And the Vertigo tag team titles on the line at Crackdown. There we go. First official match booked for the show. We're only what, 3 weeks away, I think? 2 weeks when this thing airs. Finally got our first match with a pay-per-view booked. What is this, 2010's TNA? Nonetheless, Tankman and Lamar get in the, climb over the barricades, get into the ring. They stare each other down. As they seem to be trying to get in the head of each other. Tankman and Lamar raise their belts and leave Odinson and Pero in the ring as they head to the back. And with that, we come back to the interim title celebration. I spelled celebrating wrong. But we get to the celebration of the Vertigo interim champion. He's not an official Vertigo world champion, but he's the interim world champion, and comes out with the Tate twins. Talks about his win. Talks about how there were, even people higher up like Nick Dinsmore who didn't want him to win this and is now going to have to deal with him, and how he took out Speedball Mike Bailey to even become the interim world champion, and plans on doing it again when he becomes undisputed world champion at some point in the future. And with that, we get Nick Dinsmore himself coming out, reiterating, yes, he is not happy with AR Fox's win, but he will get a chance to put his money where his mouth is, where he had taken out Mike Bailey, and he says that Mike Bailey will be 100% by April 28th at Crackdown, and the main event will be AR Fox versus Mike Bailey for the undisputed Vertigo World Championship. So we put that on in there. Mike Bailey, AR Fox. Oh. Should we? Actually, yes, we'll do it. Because it wasn't just going to be that. It is going to be last man standing. As obviously Mike Bailey not happy about the attacks at AR Fox. Vertigo. Let's see here, right? There we go. Boom. Of course, Mike Bailey not happy about the attacks and wants to make sure there are no rules, no regulations between the both of these guys fighting one another. It will end at Crackdown between Mike Bailey and AR Fox in a last man standing match to determine the undisputed Vertigo World Champion. And with that, we end the show. 39 regions increased. Boom, boom, boom. We do need to deal with our production department as well. All of our production stuff. Man, that's been a thing that we've had to deal with here. $10,000 loss, which I don't know exactly how much. We're going to lose a lot of money, I think, on these TV tapings. Shit balls. That's going to be something. But we did gain quite a bit, so, I mean, that's something. We'll see. Hour 29. We have got 2 shows remaining, I believe. Yeah, so we're doing pretty okay. Got a big one and a little one. Get some water in me. Stardom have made a contract offer to Hazuki, Marika Kobashi, Ancham, Itsuki Aoki, and Arisa Nakajima. Sakuraba's got a broken collarbone. Rene Dupree has a fractured cheekbone. That morale issues. MCW hired Tony Storm. Ashley Vox agreed to a deal with WWE. WWE signed Ashley Vox. Saraya Knight is a locker room leader in Shimmer. Pretty sure that's going to be dead here soon. Turn off the production effects. Yeah, I mean, I did do that for 2020. I kind of wanted to challenge myself a little bit in this one because I feel like I've got a decent handle on everything. Oh God, I don't know. I'm back and forth on the production thing because no one really complained about it. But you know, I already turn off a couple things on here. What do I turn off? I turn off scouting, pro mode. Left off show complaints and match aim requirements. I could always turn off the production effects. Everything else I'm okay with having on, but that's about it. Yeah. Scouting I'm not huge on. Left off show complaints I'm not big on. The match aim requirements I've always thought were awful. Because you used to be able to change that quite well when you had your own custom product. And now you got to work within one of the pre-made ones, and I'm not a fan of that. All right. Live stage 47. What day was this? What day is this tour? In Nagoya, and we're looking at April 16th. There, active. Here we go. That is not going to draw a lot of people. That is not going to draw a whole lot of people. I've decided I'm going to branch out away from Tokyo, but it means I'm going to have to take a hit on money, which I don't have a ton, but I've been making some. But I am going to have to take a hit on it in order to actually get some popularity boosts in these areas. I'm going to actually have to do shows there, I think. Even if there's lesser shows that don't draw worth a shit, at least it's something. Let's see. AEW have made a contract offer to Eli Drake. Well, there goes any chance of bringing him in. KC Spinelli championship win. Wasn't she in... I know she was in TNA for like a short stint. Whatever happened to her? How old is she? Did she retire? I mean, we're bordering on retirement age at that point. I know she did some stuff with Impact for a while. I don't know if it was specifically on the shows, but I know she had some matches before. Looks like she's still wrestling. Neil, a lot of Canadian, not really leaving Canada. ROH Women's World Title, Proving Ground, that was last year when they were in Canada. She was on Dark almost 2 years ago. I liked Dark. I didn't watch a lot of Dark, but I liked Dark. And I like Dark as a concept. That's my hot take. I don't think there should be a Rampage. I think they should do Dark. I think Dark is a thing they should do. Cody and Rick Knox had an enormous bust up in AEW Collision. Oh boy. Rick Knox is banned from Collision. Let's see. Rev Pro WrestleCon, Ice Ribbon Strike. I saw something down here. TNA new team. Jake Christ and Madman Fulton. I think they kind of teamed together, at least outside of that. Ethan Page has quit TNA. Dude, if he gets signed by WWE, Even AEW, that's ridiculous if that happens. How big is he? That's big enough maybe for maybe a bigger group to sign him potentially. I could see that happening. Wow's fans, Frankie the Mobster, Steve Nash, Kenta Kobashi, the locker room leader in TJPW. Man, that would actually boost the work rate in TJPW. Giselle Shaw and Eve, Vita Von Star staying there. Okay. So we've got the show tomorrow night. Nothing going on there. It's Tony Atlas. Can you imagine someone swoops in? WWE's like, I got it. You'll go to NXT. What? Ethan Page would never work in NXT. I read that in Roddy. Yeah, that's... Oh, sorry. Moving some stuff around, yeah. That's Tony Atlas. What are you talking about, Saba Simba? Saba Simba, yeah. That's my favorite Vince McMahon. It's Saba Simba. He's like, that's Tony Atlas. What are you talking about? Jessica Havoc was hired. Yeah, he was. She was. Oh, good for her. I mean, 2023 Jessica Havoc is not 2016 Jessica Havoc. Yeah, proud of his African heritage. Tokyo and MX, Ralby and Sky Deutschland, Satana Sports. Let's see. Kyoko Kimura, now Kakata, friendship blossoming between them. Rosemary is single. Does she have a kid here too? Is she a single mom? Fandango's fully fit. Jessica Havoc signed. Once again, Jessica Havoc, perfectly nice person, but also 2023 Jessica Havoc is not 2016, 2017 Jessica Havoc. Davey Boy Smith kicked out of the Colony in MLW. Rich Swann doing something. Nate Webb and AR Fox have been bonding. All right. Not a whole lot going on. I mean, a couple interesting signings. No, don't increase your production quality, you sons of bitches. I should probably actually have my sheet up. We're going to skip that. We're going to go to I think they're expecting Chiba is automatically yeah, see, they're just giving me a thing. All right, let's turn this all the way down first to 3,000, so we just get rid of any of those big arenas that we're not going to be able to use for like the next 5 years at least. Yes, Ryogoku KFC Hall. What we're using. Oh, I don't think we're doing the broadcasting right now because it's costing us a lot of money. So we'll maybe do the second one. I think that's what we're gonna do. Is we're gonna do the second one. Final total stored amount is 34. So we had 52 generated. Takes the total to 74. Requires 40 total. So yeah, we don't have any stored creative ideas. So we have 34, and yeah, I'm probably not going to use anything anyway. What does that say? Less than 40? Okay. Yeah, so I'm not going to use it anyway. Locker room incidents. Bulldozer Todoroki has shown up. Asked if you might be able to use her tonight. Could I change something? I could probably change something. Yeah, I'll change one of my opening matches. Yeah, we'll change an opening matchup. Yeah, we'll do that. Rina's been influenced by Yuri, been having acting in a similar way. Oh, no. I was going to make a really bad joke. I was going to be like, oh, God, I remember the last time Rina started acting like a Joshi. started acting like another a young woman Joshi. It didn't end very well. Nodoka and Maria Takeda have been hanging out a lot together recently. Training drills. Crate of free drinks from Neko. Fine form. All right. From Todoroki. There you go. Address the locker room. Team bonding. Sure. Is she part of that too? I mean, if she's contributing to the backstage, I'd imagine. Yeah. No, she didn't bond with anyone, but yeah. These mods don't have enough small venues. I know that was something I kind of wanted to do. Because I have been looking into like venues that aren't on here, because there's a couple of them that like I found out Sendai Pit wasn't on here. Now I'm not planning on going to Sendai anytime soon because I just don't have anything close to popularity there. Yeah, because that's what I did for importing on some of these before. Is I have imported them because hell, this 2020 version didn't have what the fuck is it? Is it KFC Hall or KBS Hall? It didn't have KBS Hall in Kyoto. And it's like that's a legendary place for any of this. What are you talking about? You don't have KBS Hall here. And the beautiful glass windows and stuff. Like, nah. Yeah. There have been a couple that I've added. N176 box, which like if you're in Osaka and you're not Stardom, you're generally gonna run that place. Or TJPW. But like if you're not either one of those, you're probably gonna run 176 box. Actress Girls runs them pretty much exclusively when they're in Osaka. Okay, let's see here. Do that. We got 4 minutes. Bunch of high schools, American Legion post, VFW post, Elk Lodges. I should do that as well. That's something I should do. Let's see here. So Sairi Namba. And then we've got Chie and Asako. Of course, Namba gets it. Absolutely. There we go. All right, I'm going to change the opening matchup because this was Chie Koishikawa, but since we're going to potentially be utilizing Bulldozer Todoroki, I'm okay with that because I want to heat up Yappy a little bit. And if Bulldozer wants to come in and do the job, I'm perfectly okay with that in a nice little 7-minute match. Open match, clean win. Bing, bang, boom. There you go. Change that up a little bit, but I'll definitely take it. Add this angle. Just a quick little 1 minute. Generic. Yappy. Work the crowd, celebrating her victory. Put that there so I know that. Boom. All right, matchup. Tag. I think I mentioned it before, but I did refresh a lot of these pictures that were pretty outdated. Like Mirai's picture was probably at least a couple years outdated. Abaddon's was. Unimizumori's was. I think Kohaku's was as well. Yeah, a lot of them were a couple years out of date. Some of them I kind of kept up on, but yeah, some of them were definitely out of date. Like Naoshikawa's was from when she was still with Ice Ribbon. That was probably almost 2 years ago now. Let's see. JK Fallen Stars. Put that in there. We're going 10 minutes total. We'll give Kamiyu the win over. Let's do Ruaka, because I think Ruaka has a little bit of give to her momentum. Should say, right? I'm gonna go into the match to see. White hot, very warm. Yeah, I don't know if Hina's warm too, so they both got a little bit to give. All right. Decisive finish was dropped. It could be a bit OP when it came to popularity changes. OG from the very first show, and she's always been a top heel. Yeah. Still going to be a top heel. There we go. 2 minutes in the ring. Generic. Let's see here. Kamiyu cutting a promo. Mirai cutting a promo because we're about 7 weeks out. We gotta start really selling these tickets to Korakuen Hall. We got a Korakuen Hall show to start building. Let's go. We got our main event set. Let's start building it up. 3 minutes. Did I put 2 on that one? I did. All right, 4, 9, 1. Okay. Yeah, we're good on that. See, I keep forgetting that. 3 minutes in the ring. Angle there. And we've got Michiko coming out with Revelation. So Neko works the crowd. Yeah, we'll have Ayano and Abaddon all out there. Let me make sure I had that. Abaddon, Ayano. Okay. Match time. We've got Michiko. We have got Miyako Matsumoto. We're going 13 minutes total on this. Michiko getting the win here. Open match. We'll give it a tainted win, as we got a distraction on Miyako by, let's go Haruna. There we go. And with that post-match, take the 3 minutes. Do that. Asako's going to come out. Should we do the acting skill? What's her acting skill at? Almost better to just try to do character development, because character development could be acting. Asako and Chie come out, and Miyako's going to talk to them. There we go. This looks like backstage. I believe this was supposed to be backstage. So, 2 minutes backstage angle live. I think that's the way to do it, to where you can technically be backstage. And still, and even if you're not broadcasting, it works. Natsu Samire cutting a promo along with Momoka Hanazono and Unagi Sayaka. There we go. Six-person tag. We have got Natsu and Momoka and Unagi. They are taking on Sayakami Tani and Yuri and Arisu Endo. And we're going 15 minutes, 12-minute match. Here we go. And yes, Sai will get the win. It makes sense. I think Momoka can take the loss, right? Momoka's got some... Yeah, she's hot. And she's got momentum. All right. Let's see. Yeah, open match. Clean win. And I think we're good. I think that's pretty much all she wrote on that one. So, book that there. The laugh was scary. I'm sorry. And then it just meant to be a real quick thing. Let's see here. 3 minutes in the ring. Angle live. Generic. Saya's going to talk. Yuri's going to talk. And Arisu's going to talk. Did I hit the button right on Yuri? Yes, I did. Risu, Saya, Yuri. All right. There we go. Do all of this booking to make Saya strong. Because I know my friends hate it. They hate her so much. And I just cheer for her. Mio Momono. He's going to talk before her match. Boom. Boom. Not going to be too helpful, though. She's got to face Himeka. I swear to God, if Himeka fucking breaks her after she came back from injury. But she's been fine. Open match. Clean win. I think that's it. Yeah. Just a straight up match. There we go. All right. Let's see. Angle time. What part of Saya do your friends hate so much? That she's a loser. She lost her whole group. And I think also that she's a tryhard goth. I think that's another one too. So, just everything about her. Real. Let's see here. Himeka is going to talk. Cutting a promo. Let's see here. Talk about Nodoka. See, I hate the fact that subject of video means I still have to pay them. So... yeah, they're just off camera, off screen. I don't know why subject of video is considered an on-screen thing. Book that. Yep. And match tag. JD Linus's Pineapple Banshees. There we go. 11 minutes. You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna at least do that. Ram will take the loss for the fact that we're doing Tainted Win. Partner miscommunication by Yuna. I don't know if that's considered a tainted finish anyway, but I'm gonna do that by miscommunication anyway, because that's the main focus here. Angle, drop that. 2 minutes. Generic. That leaves Ram attacking. Yuna, victim. I wonder, because a lot of this, I feel like they took the OP-ness, the OP part of this out, because like the minor storyline victory, obviously you can't do if there's no storyline. So I'm wondering how the momentum works now, because I feel like it almost feels like you have to have I know the OP-ness of the OP not statistics, but because I used to use that to help with the momentum, where it's like, oh, well, they got a minor success in this because it's helpful. It's a helpful angle. I don't know if they do anything with that now that gives them that momentum. I wonder if it's going to be, I wonder how much harder it's going to be to give people momentum outside of matches anymore, because that was a good way to get people over without them having to, even if they were losing a fair amount. All right, main event, 6-person tag. Jungle Kiona, AI Princess. We throw free Wi-Fi down here. We throw Momo Watanabe over here. And we go... Yeah, we'll have the... I was going to say, should we have the visual of... We could have Now or Yuki take the... You know what? Yeah, we'll give her that. Yeah, there we go. Tainted, definitely a tainted cheating win to get it, but still. And 4 minutes to end it. Generic. And we've got Momo doing character development. Hikari is a background player. Now is a background player. And Kiona is selling. It could be victim. I think victim might be the thing. I wonder if I'm not able to do that if there's no official attacker. All right. So I guess selling. Or acting. Something along those lines. Selling an injury, maybe. Yeah, we'll do we could do acting, I guess. It might be maybe her selling. I think selling an injury might be what I'm doing here. Kiona's gimmick is a heel, but she's a babyface. Oh, old school. Oh, I didn't even do that. Then again, you turn off the split. Yeah, see, I didn't even notice that she's an old school heel as one of the top baby faces in the company. Why is she an old school heel? When was the last time Kiona was a fucking heel? I don't remember the last time Kiona was even a heel. All right, 120 minutes, 18 segments. We're all good. We got it all. All right, save it. And booking analysis is fine. Everything's good. We're gravy. All right, we're good. Okay, we are here for IdolPro's Live Stage 47, one of the two big shows of the month. Sold out crowd in Ryogoku KFC Hall. We open up, of course, as we always do, with Sayuri Namba running down the card, and like pretty much 95% of the time, she is interrupted by Chieko Ishikawa and Asako Miya, who they will be with Miyako Matsumoto in her match later on tonight. They're excited for the big match. And then head to the back as we get to our opening contest. Yoshiko Hasegawa taking on Bulldozer Todoroki. And didn't have much heat in embarrassing wrestling. Crowd heat at the end is unclear. That's a new one. But yeah, 6.5 minutes, submitted to Bulldozer, and gets the win. So Yappy at least got herself a little bit of a win, even though it was a real shit show. Yep, celebrates her win and heads to the back. Not much else to say about that. But we bring it up. We bring it back up as with a sleeper hold, probably. Yeah, because it's not like you could do any sort of big submission between how small Yappy is and how big Bulldozer is. But we get a big match here. Strong Kickers taking on JK. Fallen Stars goes just over 7.5 minutes. Kamiyu gets a big boot on Ruaka, gets the win for the Strong Kickers. Kamiyu carrying everybody to a 50. Unclear is one that I've never seen before, and it's still there. We're now 5 segments in. I'm a little worried because yeah, that's a new one. They're not happy about not getting the titles back at Spring Festival, as they failed their title challenge. But there's still several weeks to go, probably about 7 weeks to go before the first Korakuen Hall show, and they're looking to steal the show at Korakuen, possibly even get back in and challenge once again for the titles. We'll see what happens with that. Michiko comes out with the rest of Revelation and discusses the fights that they've been having with Miyakoko Army. And honestly, after having to deal with the Golden Spirit Grand Prix and running roughshod through the whole thing until the actual semifinals came around, she's not too happy about it. And honestly, she's just kind of done dealing with Miyakoko Army, so she's planning on ending it when she can. We do get a match here, Michiko versus Miyako Matsumoto. Decent match between the two, went under 11 minutes. Tombstone pile driver after a distraction from Haruna Neko gets the win for Michiko. So still some cheaper tactics by Revelation, but Michiko still getting the win over Miyako Matsumoto. This was a win that Miyako really, really wanted, desperately felt like she needed to get some momentum back for her army, and was unsuccessful. Strong Kickers of the healer is affected by the crowd, unlike free Wi-Fi with thermonuclear heat. Potentially, yes. So Asako and Chie, who were ringside, like they said they were going to be, getting to the ring. And at that point, Miyako is pretty much in tears and kind of consults with them and says they're not powerful enough to deal with Revelation. There's only 3 of them, and they just don't have the power necessary to actually try to take them on. And Miyako Matsumoto says they need some sort of help. They need to look towards somebody who could potentially help them. And she's going to leave it at that as they kind of help her to the back. And kind of a sad note right now for them. Natsu Sumire is backstage right before the match with her teammates Momoko Hanazono and Unagi Sayaka. And, of course, Momoko has been kind of under Natsu's wing whenever she's here in Idolfight. Yeah, that's so we're almost halfway through the show. It's still unclear. That is something I have not seen. That is something. But yeah, they welcome Unagi, who, did okay, but, not the greatest run in the Grand Prix that she's coming off of. And Natsu says, hey, you know what? I think you could be more successful. I could actually mentor you. And this sort of offends Unagi, who feels like she's done pretty okay on her own, despite the fact that she, I think, went like 3-3 or something like that, maybe even 2-4 or 3-4 in the Grand Prix. So not the greatest of showings, but she still feels a bit annoyed that Natsu would try to, mentor her. But they're going to try to shake that off here in a 6-person tag, as those 3 are going to take on the team of Saya Kamitani, Yuri, and Arisu Endo. And just over 12 minutes is what it goes. Saya Kamitani, who doesn't use the Phoenix Splash anymore, pinning Momoko Hanazono with the Phoenix Splash and getting the win for her team. Natsu Sumire, the workhorse, Natsu Sumire, carrying everybody, which is a wild sentence to say. Natsu's very good, but yeah, she carried Saya Kamitani through a match. And Unagi Sayaka and Momoka and Yuri. But nonetheless, strong match for them, strong showing for Saya, Yuri, and Arisu. With that, Saya Kamitani afterwards grabs the I'll have to change that. Grabs the microphone. She says, you know what? She's looking forward to perhaps Korakuen Hall's several weeks away, and of course we're still long enough away that we can figure out some challengers for the Fighting Spirit title. And Saya's looking forward to perhaps challenging for the Fighting Spirit title. And with that, Yuri grabs the mic and she says, I wasn't the most successful at some of these matches as well, but she had a strong showing in the Grand Prix, and perhaps she should be fighting for the Fighting Spirit title. And then of course Arisu grabs it and says, you know what? She had quite a few losses, but she also took a lot of these upper card women to the limit there, and perhaps she should be challenging for the Fighting Spirit title. So already the team's sort of breaking down afterwards, as all three are looking into perhaps getting into the Fighting Spirit title hunt. We get back to Mio Momono. She's got a big match in front of her once again, talking to the crowd, being 100% back from her injury. She's back in full form. She's looking to get back into the hunt, of course. The injury was the thing that kept her from getting the Fighting Spirit title back in January, I think it was. And she's looking to perhaps get back in that by Korakuen Hall. But she's got kind of a wall in front of her in the name of Himeka. And they had a great match, superb wrestling. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get any sort of crowd heat. If this didn't show us that we're going to absolutely get like a hot crowd, because this should be a hot crowd at this point. But superb wrestling and good heat. Himeka, unfortunately for Mio, does get the win. 13 minutes got her in the Argentine backbreaker and forces Mio to tap out. Mio was somewhat successful on the last show, but wasn't able to get it done here and was forced to tap to Himeka. With that, Himeka also will be grabbing the microphone, talking about how, she did go to a time limit draw with the Fighting Spirit champion, and also calls out Mika Iwata as someone like Mika who had actually beaten Nodoka in the Grand Prix, as someone she may have to fight in order to get an actual challenge at the Fighting Spirit Championship. We get to our next match. The JD Lioness is taking on the Pineapple Banshees. And it goes just under 9 minutes between the two teams. Asahi gets the pin on Ram Kaicho. There was a bit of miscommunication there on Yuna Mizumori's behalf. And it ended up costing their team the win, and Asahi able to get the win, and the JD Lionesses with another strong win here at Live Stage. With that, it has been boiling over for quite some time, the frustration that Ram has had with Yuna, and Unamon coming in, attempting to apologize to her about the communication, and with that, Ram absolutely snaps. She is absolutely done with Yuna, and it is finally burst as she attacks her and stomps on her, throws her around the ring. And Yuna is clutching her back and in other parts as she is definitely hurt. And very sad as Ram, clearly frustrated, ends up leaving the ring. And with that, we get to our main event, of course, the Grand Prix. The Golden Spear Grand Prix winner, Jungle Kiona, will be teaming up with AI Princess to take on the Royal Spirit Champion Momo Watanabe and her comrades, Free Wi-Fi. And this was personally requested by Momo Watanabe, and we'll probably see why here after the match here. Decent enough match between the two. Went nearly 16 minutes for the main event, but it ended up having Momo getting some cheating in on Nao Ishikawa to help her get the win with free Wi-Fi. Yeah, she and Kiona definitely pulled it through there. Yuki and Nao were definitely two of the lesser, but yeah, they kind of got carried through this. And with that, as Kiona attempts to kind of get to Nao Ishikawa, this allows Momo, as well as Hikari and Nao, to start stomping on her. And it's at this point that Momo told her that this is the reason why she wanted to have Jungle Kiona here, is Kiona seems to think that she's got a lot of momentum winning that Grand Prix and challenging her in Korakuen Hall. And basically Momo tells her that she's still weeks and weeks away, good six and a half weeks away from Korakuen Hall. And if she wants to challenge her for the title, it's going to be a long 6 weeks to get there. So she says this is just the first step in breaking down Jungle Kiona. If she wants to challenge for the belt, she's going to have to make it to Korakuen Hall to even be able to do it. And with that, we end the show. 53, of course, all the appeals and appeared worse. That's fine. It still worked. We still did pretty good. Address the locker room. Let's see here. I'm gonna give props to Momo and Jungle for carrying their matches. And let's see. Let's go Mio Momono as well. So we're gonna praise them for their performances tonight. Seem pleased. All right, financial report. Yeah, we didn't lose all that much. Shit, we lost less than $1,000. Not bad. Ticket sales pretty much accounted for our worker costs. All right, and then merchandise practically accounted for a lot of the show costs there. And our next show is going to have an extra 200 people there, so. Because we're going to definitely be in, or our next live stage will be in Shinjuku. So that'll be 600 right there. Of course, a gain on that one. And there we go. 212. Holy shit. I figured 5 would be a good number, especially if they were smaller shows. Maybe I just talk too much. Let's see here. Yeah, technically I think we've still made money. I mean, we made money on the last show. We didn't lose nearly as much money on this one. Now we're definitely going to lose money here in Nagoya because we ain't going to draw shit. We're this is definitely a loss leader. I believe it's Tohoku is Nagoya. Yeah, we ain't going to draw shit. But I mean, we got to do some shows there at some point in order to actually, bring up the popularity a little bit. Let me look at my event schedule, because I have the monthly event schedule set out, so I can at least remember this while I'm thinking about it. Because the next official live stage 48 is on the 20th. So April 20th. There we go. All right. Now that I've got that settled, here we go. So next show's in 5 days, and that'll be the last one for this. Oh, hired Hazuki, Itsuki Aoki, Yuki Ueno. Oh shit, where did it say Yuki? Did he move to America? Did we allow Yuki Ueno to move to America? Mid-South. It's not super helpful, but Preston Vance has a creative idea we'll have to utilize before the 27th. So maybe on the next tapings we'll do something with that. Let's see. Nothing there. All right. Oh yeah, you know what? I should probably put the main event down right now. I haven't done that yet. All these: Anchan, Marisa Nakajima, Hazuki, Marika Kobashi, Itsuki Aoki all hired. Okay. Let's see. Rob Van Dam, locker room leader in TNA. OVE's new member, Trey Miguel. That actually kind of tracks. Eli Drake is in AEW. Of course, exclusively written. Risa Nakajima joins Stardom. Freedom's Rock locker room leader. Kakeru Sakaguchi joins Stardom. Okay. Well, good for her. She been booked elsewhere? Oz. PWG, I hire Isaiah Cassidy. Another fumbled bag. For who? Me? To get Kakeru? I mean, I don't think... Oh, Eli Drake. Oh, okay. I was like, for Kakeru? I didn't know you liked Kakeru that much. Okay. Yeah, 4 days for that. Oh, shit. No, hang on. I just said I wanted to do my... Oh, my God, these buttons. Thank you. Shining Stage. Pre-book match. All right. As it is currently set, Momo Watanabe versus Jungle Kyona. We at least have that match set and settled. Here we go. All right. Now we can move on. Eli Drake. It should be interesting with all the signings and everything. It should be interesting how the new AI kind of deals with that. They seem to be a little bit more aggressive in signing people. Also, hopefully by the next time I play this, it will be on my own skin. Because I've got probably almost 300 of the 454 or 457 done. So yeah, I've got a big chunk of it done. I probably just need like, I don't know, couple good weekends where I can work on it. This weekend wasn't a super productive one because I actually had to do like yard work and shit. Manami is in new areas. I don't even use her either. There's a lot of people. I can only use so many people. I already got probably too many people on my roster. It's a lot to plow through, too. Lamita dating Vita Von Star. Mandy Leon bonds with Kellyanne. Mandy Leon doesn't work anymore in wrestling, does she? I don't think so. Ben K walks out on Dragon Gate. Let's go ahead and do that. Let's see here. Is this the first? Oh, the next official AWG. Oh, in Osaka. Risa Nakajima. They drew 209 people. Yes, it happened IRL. Ben K leaving. New storyline in AWG. Mochi Miyagi in a lengthy feud with Miko Ono. Manami versus Sakushi. Oh, you wish it happened in real life. Do you not like Ben K? I thought people liked Ben K. Well, I guess your opinion might be different than most other people. Itsuki and Tai versus Apple Miyuki and Mizuki. Oh, you just want him to go somewhere. You want him to go somewhere that appreciates him more than Dragon Gate is what you're basically... Okay. Miko Ono and Bani Oikawa are teaming. Apple Miyuki and Mizuki. and then WrestleCon. All right. We're almost to... I think we're almost to the show. What did I say? The 16th? Yeah, 16th. "12 segments. That's all I got to do to knock it out. I want to make, how many is this? I want to make 5 events a month work. That's what I want to make work. Okay, not much going on. That's fine. It's always pretty okay when not much is going on here. 9,100 people. AIW's increased to local. Fuck. We're still on some shoestring budget shit. Looking like the most mud show of outlaw mud shows. Gary T. Marshall and Shauna got an argument. Mark Quinn and Darby Allin. Martina and Sami Callihan. There's a lot of tension in that locker room. A lot of people not getting along. Eddie Kingston and Camille won the Crockett Cup. What the fuck? Eddie Kingston and Camille, the Crockett Cup. What? Lance Storm, a locker room leader in Smash. New approach, family-friendly pro wrestling to replace the classic balanced. DPW locker room leader Ron Killings. That sounds about right. That sounds like that would happen if it was possible. Takumi Iroha just won the Sendai Girls Junior title. Considering how Sendai Girls has been booking people, it's a shocker she didn't win the world title. That's all right. We go to Chubu. 66 fucking people. Nagoya Club at Diamond Hall. Maybe we're actually going to get more people. Maybe. Jesus. Yeah, we're not spending the money broadcasting to this. 8,000 for an episode of Collision. Yeah, they're using Dragon Gate attendance math at this point, where 5,500 looks an awful lot like 3,000. Let's see here. Final stored amount is 61. I do have creative energy. I'm not using creative energy here. Kanan has allowed. Yeah, you want to come backstage? Sure. Training drills. All right. Hey, not much else to do. Team bonding, we'll do that. Some stuff there. Cool. All right. Add an angle. Here we go. Because it's a nothing show, that's one of the few times we're going to have Namba not. It's one of the few times we're going to have Namba not interrupted. Seems like they got the sex appeal right, though. Compared to... Wow, how dare you. How dare you, mod maker. Where's Rina Yamashita? She's only 4 points below Rina Yamashita? What? 63? How dare you. How dare you. Okay. All right. I know I can edit the sex appeal. It's just I don't utilize it, so I don't give a shit, but it is kind of funny. Okay. Let's see. Raku and Hina. Okay, so I'm trying the whole point of this in front of not a whole lot of people is make a decent show on the most shoestring of shoestring budgets, because I don't want to lose a shit ton of money trying to make trying to make this work. But I still threw in some tag matches and stuff. We'll see how well that does. But yeah, I'm not trying to burn through all my money here. Trying to do these shows. And we're going to be doing one in Nagoya and one in Osaka, so it's going to be interesting. Raku, yep, that's Raku. Work in the crowd. There we go. Next one, three-way dance. Firebreaker chips will be 100 as the ladies loved him. George the He'll still be 0. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see here. Exclude already booked. Ayano Irie. Sakomiya. And Himawari. I think fairly cheap, and fairly cheap. Yeah, 50, 30, 30. All right, 14 minutes total. And we're going Ayano. Open match, clean win. Yeah, first elimination is going to be Himawari, though. There you go. Tommy Dreamer is quite the looker. I mean, that was the whole point of him getting his ass kicked in ECW, wasn't it? Is that he was the pretty boy in ECW? Tom Brandy, yeah. I think that was his whole thing before he became hardcore. That was the whole crux of him becoming hardcore, is he was the pretty boy. Oh, and IWCCW. I mean, but he was also, oh shit. Everything just blanked out for a second. But like, I know that was his whole thing in ECW though too, is he was the pretty boy. But yeah, even in IWCCW. Work as a wrestler if you watch. I've seen a couple of his early matches. Let's see here. Sako Sad. I don't know, works the crowd. There you go. Segment 6. Match 2. We got Revelation versus Yuri and Yoshiko Hasegawa once again. How much do they say Yoshiko Hasegawa is? 107? Might not be. Yuri's not 106. If Yoshiko Hasegawa is 107, Yuri's not 106. Yuri's probably about 135. She might be, yeah. Let's see here. Neko getting the win. Lev, Yappy take the loss. Open match. Yeah, clean win. There's no need to cheat against a team you should be beating anyway. Taz, SD Jones, Wendy Chu. He's been around that long. Because it's like there's some old school people, but then also some newer people too. That's interesting to know. Let's see here. 3 minutes. Generic. Also interesting because I never really knew much about Big Bill before WWE. So like I never heard him being a WWE like training center guy. But I've never really seen him like before WWE, and I never really like sought out any of his stuff beforehand either. Let's see here. Work in the crowd along with that. And Neko. There you go. Next match. We've got Kamiyu. We've got now Kakuta. How expensive are they? 100. 210. It's all right. We need to actually spend on some semi-pricey people, just so we can at least have a decent rating out of it. Because we still need to actually get a decent enough rating to up our popularity. Otherwise, this is useless. 2 minutes. Generic. It's just Kamiyu talking. Here we go. Mirai, but she's off screen. She's not here, but she's being talked about. All right. Let's do that. Let's do that. We got Hikari Noa fighting. Saya Kamitani fighting. Coming up for our main event. Is that Saya Hikari? There we go. 18 minutes total. Saya getting the win. Open match. Clean win. Here we go. And just a good generic. Joshi ending the show by thanking the crowd. I'm not trying to reinvent the wheel at this point. Let's see here. Hikari Noa makes a cameo appearance, but really is about Saya talking to the crowd. Character development. Yep. Trying to do a semi-shoestring spot show where, I think Saya's not too 200. Hikari's not too expensive. 120. Still gonna lose some money on it. 1470 on talent. What's our? Let me see here. At an expectation of what was it, like 64? We got a budget with merch at 736. So we're on track to lose about $700 on the show, which honestly, not too bad because we ended up making money earlier on the first show. I think we made like $1,200. So hey, if we can make money on the Tokyo shows to break even on the Nagoya and Osaka shows, I'll take it. Wonder if I can call Vertigo to run a fundraiser for my local civic group. I should do that. I should do like some different I do have ideas. I have ideas for like some of the Tokyo spot shows for this. Ideas for like themes that can be ran through. And won't do them all the time, but yeah, occasional themes is something I thought about doing. So that might be something I'll do in the future. I just got to kind of hammer it out and then decide to put it in here. 85 minutes, 12 seconds. All right, I think we're good. I think that's everything we needed. Okay, we are here for a spot show spring stage tour in Nagoya. I think this is only the second show we've ever done in Nagoya. Obviously, we thought better of the idea of not coming back here until we've gotten a little bit more popularity. But, there's a point where we kind of got to start branching out outside of Tokyo a little bit and doing these little these little pop-up shows, or what we used to call pop-up shows, these stage tour shows, seem like a perfect way to be able to get a little bit of extra popularity. So we are back in Nagoya. Yeah, 77 people, which honestly, they told me I was expecting 64 or something like that. So, hey, we sold a few extra tickets at the door. I can, that's an extra like $100, it looks like, about an extra $110 from at the door sales. So, like I said, you gotta kind of start somewhere here, and that's exactly what we're doing here with Sayuri Namba, of course, coming out, running down the card for the night. Just a quick little deal there. No one's interrupting her. She's just going through the 5 matches that are happening on the show. Then we get to our opening matchup: Raku versus Hina, subpar wrestling and little heat, but the crowd is hot. Just over 8 minutes, brainstormed shot by Raku, and looks like she's got herself a little bit of a winning streak going here, since she was losing a lot there, being around Unagi, but it looks like she's starting to kind of get her groove back a little bit. She's racked up a couple of wins against lower card people, but you know, win's a win, and celebrates winning her match with the few people that are in the crowd. And heads to the back. Terrible wrestling and non-existent crowd heat between this match, where Ayano Irie is the workhorse of the match. Ayano Irie, Asako Miya, and Himawari in a 3-way dance. Goes 10.5 minutes. Himawari went first. Asako Miya did what she could, but was unable to be successful against Ayano. He once got a match of 3. Damn. Somehow the crowd got white hot at the end of this for Ayano. I don't blame them. I also get white hot for Ayano. But she gets the win, and she celebrates as Asako is hurt by the fact that, once again, they have just been completely unsuccessful time and time again against Revelation right now. Speaking of, we get the 2 other members of Revelation. We get Abaddon and Haruna Neko taking on Yuri and Yoshiko Hasegawa. And they put up a bit of a fight, but at the end, of course, just under 10 minutes, Haruna Neko ends up submitting Yoshiko Hasegawa and gets the win for Revelation. So more momentum in the hands of Revelation from this show. Belated happy 9/11. What the fuck is your problem? What? Haruna Neko was seething after the match, upset that Yoshiko Hasegawa almost injured her with a botched move. Jesus Christ. So Yappy probably needs some basics drilled into her, at least in this game. Jesus, what's her safety rating? Yeah, Haruna Neko can't afford to be getting hurt. Certainly in this game or real life at this point. I think the next one's going to put her on the shelf permanently. I think the next one will be a career ender. Ayano comes out from her win in the previous match and joins Revelation in the ring to pose before they end up going to the back. We get one half the Strong Kickers versus one half of Free Wi-Fi as Yuki Kamifuku takes on Nao Kakata. And a lot of little sneaky cheating between the both of them. Of course, both teams very used to that. But eventually Kamiyu gets the better of her. 944 hits the big boot in Nao Kakata's face, lays her out, and gets the win. So a good win there for Kamiyu. Oh, 1 second here. There we go. And Kamiyu celebrates her win. She talks about Mirai Mayumi, who is not there. But she says that, of course, once again, they are still eyeballing the Twin Spirit titles and looking to once again challenge for them. We go to our main event. Saya Kamitani comes out. As Saya comes out, Hikari Noah comes in behind her and attacks her from behind. And they start kind of fighting outside of the ring, whipping across the ring post and on the apron and everything. Saya starts getting the better of Hikari a little bit, but Hikari ends up whipping her into the ring post and then, of course, throwing her back in. And that's when officially we could start up the match between the two. The fastest readers in the... Oh, my God. I shouldn't laugh. That's terrible. How dare you? Why would you make that joke? In a decent match, Saya Kamitani defeating Hikari Noa. They did go 16 and a half minutes. Saya did hit a Phoenix Splash, did not manage to break Hikari's nose or teeth, thankfully. But strong match between the both of them. They have great chemistry. And there you go. Strong main event between the both of them, and Saya coming out with the victory. Hikari Noa, even afterwards, recovering, wants to fight back against Saya. Saya ends up kind of tossing her out of the ring. And Hikari kind of stomps to the back. Not happy about her loss. But then, of course, Saya grabs a microphone. Once again, thanks the sparse crowd for coming out and supporting them. And they plan on being back next month, hopefully to an even bigger crowd. So there we go. 46, not tremendous, but good enough as it increased the popularity. Probably not noticeably. We lost $2,000, not the best. So we did actually lose more than planned on. It is what it is. Workers were a bit pricey. Show costs was really what kind of killed us as well. All right. Well, I mean, a gain's a gain. We can work with that. Hope you enjoy your moment of moral superiority. I mean, Twitch you like. Twitch thought, are you thinking, huh? Or no, the VTubers that don't actually look like that. Some of them, you know what it is? Some of them have gotten a more like we need more attention. So some of them have kind of at least thrown a mask on or something, but yeah. Uh-oh, Colt Cabana. No more Colt Cabana in AEW. What was that one that Momoka had a figure of? Oh, Marine. Hosho Marine. Yeah, the Hololive girls don't really show their faces. They don't really do that. But a lot of the, you know what? It's a lot of the Western girls, and even some of the European ones who go to like the conventions and want a little extra attention, so they'll go there dressed up and then just like wear a mask. Takashi Sagira's hurt. Colt seems happy about not being re-signed. Bobby Roode is set to leave WWE. Oh, shit. Oh, on sale for my wish list. Oh, shit. I forgot my Discord payment went through today. I just got no money. Thankfully, I get paid on Friday. All right. So Bobby Roode is set to be a free agent. I wonder if he might be too old for even like AEW to go after. But 2 weeks from now, he's a free agent. Command Bolshoi re-signing. Command Bolshoi is like almost 60. It's amazing that they're... Oh, no, she's almost 50. I don't know why I thought she was older. Falaba. Let's see. Not Sunny Kiss leaving AEW. It's just like real life. All right. What are we going to right now? Excuse me 1 second here. 28th, 20th, 21st. So it looks like I need to set up. All right. So we've done Spring Stage Tour, Live Stage 47, Spring Stage Tour in Nagoya. We've got Live Stage 48 happening on the 20th. And then we're going to have a Spring Stage Tour in Osaka. And that's going to be on the 25th. And then we're done for shows. So we've got 2 more IdolPro shows for the month. We've got another TV taping as well as our pay-per-view. So we'll get to the 20th. That's where we'll stop here. God, we're almost hitting 3 hours. Holy shit. We're hitting 2:45. Mother of God. Can you imagine if I didn't ever pre-book all this shit? It's definitely time for... I was hoping to be done right around midnight, and it's now 12:34. Jesus Christ. Akira Regin retiring. Micah press conference. She told the Japanese media she was evolving as a fighter to showcase her new regular wrestler style, replacing her old technician base. Which actually probably kind of happened in real life. She's just more of a regular wrestler now. I don't know if her style... Yeah, her style is pretty much like that. That's pretty much her style. All right, we'll get to the 20th and we'll call it good. She gonna adopt the Atami ripoff look she has IRL? Maybe. Cut her hair a little bit. Ayako Hamada, the chief enforcer for Crash. Don Callis. Gleet launch new stable. The Clan. Uh-oh. Yuki Onaya, Akira Raijin, and Koju Takeda. Skylar Moore. Is that, It almost looked like Lacey Evans, but I'm sure she's listed under here as Lacey Evans, though. Just, it's a generic blonde. I'm sorry. I just figured. All right, finally, the 20th. Injury sidelines Chima, staph infection. Oh my God, 6 months of staph infection for Chima. Is he still working GLEAT? No, AEW. He's exclusively with AEW, except now he's out for the next 6 months. Takashi Sugiura back at 100%. Brody King and Jude London have a friendship. Jim Nye and Kimberly. Oh no, Ron, dude. Mizuki bonds with Miko Aono. Ice Ribbon locker room leader Manami Toyota. Sounds about right. New team and actress girls Hikari Shimizu and Kyoko Iwai. Locker room lead. Oh boy. And it's something for Eve there. All right, save that real quick, and I think we should be good. I want to make 100% certain here. We should be seeing. Not 8. Okay, we got live. Oh, did I not take it out of dormant? I didn't. There we go. All right, so we should be seeing live stage as well as spring stage tour in Osaka, and we are good at that point. So we've got the 2 shows left for IdolPro for the month. We move over to Vertigo. We should be seeing our TV tapings plus our pay-per-view, which we moved to Friday because that was about the best we had for the people that we needed at this point. Yeah. So, yep. We got Attack. We got the 2 TV tapings that lead directly into Crackdown, and then that will be it for the month. All right. So thank you guys for coming out. I greatly appreciate it. It took a while, but I wanna keep that level of like events going because it's probably how we're actually going to be able to make money and make some headway on stuff. So I am though glad to be back. I'm glad to be working on this, and I'm glad that things are kind of working out the way I was hoping. Like I said, with the scheduling and all that stuff has made actually trying to find shows where people are around a lot easier. Because, Oz doesn't run 100 shows a year anymore. So that's helpful. But Yeah, either way, thank you guys. I greatly appreciate it. We'll have a few more shows the next time we do this to finish up April, and then we'll be moving on to May. So thank you, and I will see you guys next time.